Yes. It's Steel.
But you can't be any geek off the street. Gotta be handy with the steel, if you know what I mean.
Keep it real.
Keeping it real.
Hello and welcome to the channel. My name is Steven and this is Steel Keeping It Real. So you know what today is.
Alright, get the fuck off my boat.
I'm sure we'll be seeing each other real soon.
I'm sure. Good luck on that subway ride home to your miserable, ugly fucking wives. I'm gonna have Heidi lick some caviar off my balls in the meantime.
That's right, it is Yacht Rock Wednesday, and on this day I like to play adult contemporary hits from the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s, yeah, I'm not sure, and they're normally of a Caucasian persuasion. Now the first song that I'm going to do tonight is from 1971, and if you saw the thumbnail, this is Rod Stewart, Maggie May. And I've been wanting to do this song for a while, but growing up in the 80s and 90s and seeing all those commercials for old classic rock, they kind of played it out even without playing the full song. It was just like a now and then Maggie May, and they play a little snippet and then they go on to the next song, like those Time Life things. I kind of, stayed away from it, but now it deserves its time in the sunlight. I always did like this song. I mean, it's from 1971, so I was like 2-3 years old when this song came out, and it's a good song compared to Rod Stewart being, popular in the 80s, and he had things like, 70s is Do You Think I'm Sexy, and then the 80s, I think he was a little bit classier with like Young Turks and other songs. Now, I didn't know until this very moment, because, when I'm 2 or 3 years old, I can barely even speak, let alone comprehend what the words to a song are. And then as you're getting older, you kind of just realize or forget that, the song actually has meaning because you've heard it over and over and over again. Until I looked here, it says, Maggie May expresses the ambivalence and contradictory emotions of a boy involved in a relationship with an older woman. I had no idea. Just slid it right in there with the song that just sounds beautiful and musical. Let's take a look at what this song did on the charts, and we will go blammo. It went to #1 in Australia, #1 in Canada, #11 in Germany, #2 in Ireland, #3 on the Netherlands Dutch Top 40, #3 on the Netherlands Single Top 100, #3 in New Zealand, #5 in Switzerland, #1 in the UK, #1 on the US Billboard Hot 100, and #1 on the Cashbox Top 100. Not bad for about a song about a kid having, or a younger adult having an affair with an older adult.
Here we are. You got me into your house. You give me a drink. You put on music. Now you start opening up your personal life to me and tell me your husband won't be home for hours.
So?
Mrs. Robinson, you're trying to seduce me.
If you like videos like this and others on the channel, please don't forget to hit the like button, the subscribe button, and the notification button, because I'm doing at least 15 videos each and every week. So, without any further ado, here is Rod Stewart and Maggie May.
And here we go.
Wake up, Maggie, I think I got something to say to you. It's late September and I really should be back at school. I know I keep you amused, but I feel I'm being used. what's in your face really shows your age. But that don't worry me none. In my eyes you're everything. I laughed at all of your jokes. My love, you didn't need to coax. Oh, Maggie, I couldn't have tried anymore. You led me away from home, 'cause you didn't want to be alone. You stole my heart, I couldn't leave you if I tried. All I needed was a friend to lend a guiding hand. But you turned into a lover and mother. What a lover, you wore me out. All you did was wreck my bed, and in the morning kick me in the head. Oh, Maggie, I couldn't have tried anymore. You led me away from home, 'cause you didn't want to be alone. You stole my heart, I couldn't leave you if I tried. I suppose I could collect my books and get on back to school, or steal my daddy's cue and make a living out of playing fool, or find myself a rock and roll band that needs a helping hand. Oh, Maggie, I wished I'd never seen your face. You made a first-class fool out of me, but I'm as blind as a fool can be. You stole my heart, but I love you anyway.
Okay, so that was Maggie May, and if I was paying better attention, I would have noticed the little facts that it's kind of giving you at the bottom. They're only little facts, like I did recognize Ron Wood of the Rolling Stones in the video, and I also noticed that the guy playing the mandolin was Jules Holland. Now, you in the United States might not understand who Jules Holland is. Jules Holland ended up, because I think this is Top of the Pops, and Jules Holland ended up being an announcer for Top of the Pops in the 80s, I know, at least the late 70s, early 80s, and he was also a disc jockey around the time that played, you know, not necessarily popular music, but he was that guy who was kind of, not crass, but he was quick with the wit and punchlines and things like that. You know, things that sounded very good on the radio, and then he brought that to Top of the Pops, and it was a great combination for everybody else who's trying to read off a script and be all happy and da-da-da-da-da-da. He would just be in there taking the piss out of things. And it seemed like maybe this video as well, because, you know, Jules Holland doesn't play mandolin, and, you know, they're they're just all around the stage, and there are certain artists later on in the early 80s to mid 80s that just never wanted to conform, where they would be on top of the pops and maybe they wouldn't lip sync correctly or do something. I know Captain Sensible was one of them, and I know there were certain early modern romance or punk bands that used to be that way as well. So it is what it is. They all know, depending on what year it is, that, the track is already... Oh, I know a very famous one was New Order. They did that, because all their stuff was already pre-recorded, so they didn't want to lip sync to it.
We want to play everything live phase. Top of the Pops say, we don't do anything live. Everybody's got to mime. Well, no, we don't want to mime. So that caused a big uproar.
That's about it. If you're still here, I thank you very much for staying tuned. I really do appreciate it. First and foremost, I want you guys to like the videos as much as I like making them for you. After that, all you need to do to help me out with the channel is to like, subscribe, share, and comment. Peace.